This week, what we are going to do is make a Vincent van Gogh sunflower. And here is a picture, I'll show it to you right here, of painting that Vincent van Gogh. He was a really famous artist, and he painted pictures of all different kinds of flowers and beautiful landscapes. But this is his picture of sunflowers. And I'm sure you're going to start seeing some of these sunflowers starting to grow now in the summertime. We are going to make a picture with our hand, and actually Colin's going to help me. Right, you're going to use his hand in order to make the sunflower, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. Okay, also Ms.Wich got a little injury, so I need Colin's help. Okay, we're going to get started. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is you need a yellow piece of paper. If you don't have a yellow paper, then you can color a paper yellow with a crayon if you'd like. But you need to take a paper about this size, and you need to fold it in half. So you're going to fold it in half once, long ways, like so, and then you're going to fold it in half again. This means, like so, this means that we are going to trace our hand in the middle right here, or you're going to trace your hand in the middle, and then when we go to cut it out, you're actually going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 hands, and that's what's going to help us make our flower. Okay, so right now I'm going to trace Colin's hand, and you should spread your fingers out. You want to make sure that your petals are out enough. So you're going to take your pencil, and you are going to trace around your hand in the center of your paper, like so. And you're going to go around. Good job, Colin. And then you're going to close it up with an up curve like that. Then what you're going to do next is cut it out. Make sure when you start cutting that all the paper, you don't want to have the scissor only on one part of it, like so. You need all the parts of the paper, all the folds held close together, because remember, we need 4 hands. So you're going to take this and cut it out. If you have only a big pair of scissors, then please have your parents help you do the cutting. You want to stay nice and careful on the line. If you have a small set of scissors, your own kid's scissors, then you can try this on your own. But again, I would have a parent or some older sibling, if you have someone home with you, to please watch you and be careful. I don't want anybody getting hurt. I don't want you to hurt your hand like Ms.Wich did. And cut it out very carefully. You can see that I'm twisting and turning. I'm cutting out on the line. And now I have cut out from the folds in our paper. Again, this is what we had, like so. And now I have 4 hands. Okay, now what I need you to do is simply arrange them in a circle. Now, the one that we drew on, you can't really see it. I don't know if you could see it up close. You could still see my pencil marks. So you want to make sure you turn it over, and that becomes the back. So like I said, you want to make sure that you turn that pencil over so it's on the back. And what you need now is a glue stick. If you don't have a glue stick and you have liquid glue, like this one, that's okay. You could use that one, but for this part, if you have a glue stick, that would probably be best. And what you're going to do is just put a little bit of glue on the edge of your hand. So I only put it just a little bit right there. And now I'm going to stick down my other hand to it. So it just overlaps it a little bit. And then I turn. I put this one here. And I'm going in a circular direction. 2. And now when you get to this one here, you're going to have to put glue on both sides and stick your hand down like so. Now, if it's too short, then you just have to move your hand over. That's why I like using the glue stick a little bit better. And you could stick it down like that to make sure it goes in a circle direction. Now, the next part, what we have to do is make the center for our sunflower. This is where you need your brown piece of paper. Now, if you have something circular, you can trace a circle, or you could kind of just judge. All we want to do is a round circle over here in the center. So if you think that you can just cut that all on your own, that's okay. You're going to take your paper and go around. Sorry, out of the camera view here. Okay. And again, if you end up holding it up to it, you could see that's a pretty good size. So now I'm going to take my glue stick once again, and I'm going to put some glue going around the bottom of the hands in the center. Like so. If you feel it's too big, again, you could always cut down your circle. And that's it. We have our Vincent van Gogh hand sunflower. If you want to stop here, you can. But I have in our directions one extra thing that you want to do if you want to do it. The last part of this is to add what's called a little bit of texture. Inside the center of a sunflower are all these kind of little bumps or cutouts, and a way to make it look like texture or make it look a little more real is by adding what's called coffee grinds. So I'm going to take a little bit of my coffee, what I have here, and it looks like that. That's the coffee grinds. And if you have a glue stick, you can use a glue stick. But if you have liquid glue, this will work better because the liquid glue kind of melts as it dries. It will melt the coffee and you get a really cool light and dark effect for the center. So all I am going to do is sprinkle a little bit of coffee grinds now on top of my sunflower. And again, if you don't want to do this part, or maybe you don't have anybody that drinks coffee in your house, that's okay. You don't have to do this. It's only if you want to. But I'm going to put, it just smells really good too though, if you like the smell of coffee. So you're going to sprinkle that around on top of your liquid glue. Tap, tap, tap. And then you're going to shake off. I'm just going to shake off my extra. Put that part in the garbage. You don't want to use that coffee anymore. And now you have your texture center for your sunflower. Oh, Ms.Wich has a lot of extra there. Okay, so now you have, I don't know if you can see the lighting. And again, once it dries, you're gonna have light and dark effect. And it just looks really nice for your sunflower and will also make it smell good. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed doing this, and I'm gonna read you that book that I showed you of Vincent van Gogh's sunflowers, and it has all pictures of Vincent van Gogh's artwork. Good job, everyone. So the book that I'm going to read you is called In the Garden with Van Gogh by Julie Merberg and Suzanne Bobber. And here is his picture of the sunflowers. 12 sunflowers lean toward the light. 5 are wide open, 7 shut tight. Out in the garden, there's a leafy bed where more flowers bloom, white, purple, and red. Those are irises. And sleepy old trees wave arms green with leaves. The trees fill with fruit for the juiciest crop. Then we pluck, filling baskets right to the top. But before we have flowers, fruit, or trees, a sower scatters so many seeds. In a yellow field under bright blue sky, a farmer reaps when the wheat grows high. The hay is stacked. Climb a ladder and jump. We can slip down the slide and land with a thump. A haystack can be a cozy bed for tired bodies and sleepy heads. Baby's first steps are careful and slow. Like plants in the garden, they take time to grow. Plant and pick, sow and reap.
All things that grow need time for sleep in the quiet light of a starry night. And this is Vincent van Gogh's one of his most famous paintings called Starry Night. And all the pictures in this book were all pictures made by Vincent van Gogh. So if you really enjoyed this book and like the pictures, you can take a look at him. You can look him up online. He created so many wonderful artworks. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this project. I miss you terribly. I hope everyone is doing well. I know we're at the end of the school year. We're almost done, and it's been so much fun teaching you art. I miss you all. Take care. Bye.